Hey, man.
What?
We're talking about practice routines.
Oh, okay. Snuck that up.
Yeah, man, that's what happens.
Yeah.
We're talking about the 1.5 hour practice routine
On
today.
the board.
You've got 1.5 hours to practice, and you better use your time well. So here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to start out with long tones.
Okay. Like always.
Like always, long tones.
15 minutes.
Again, we've talked a lot about long tones. We've made other videos about long tones. If you want to learn more, check out some of the earlier videos that we made.
Just look back under long tones and yeah, we got, like, yeah, as Mark says, lots of different ways of doing it. You can develop your own routine of the sub-routine of what entails practicing long tones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next 15 minutes of transcribing. Again, same thing, made a lot of videos on transcribing. Check those out. There's some good information in there.
So for the purpose of this practice routine, this is more like the learning some riff in 12 keys practice routine.
Right.
So then the transcribing should probably be something no longer than one line long. I would prefer for this kind of stuff, is, you know, when it comes to transcribing stuff and learning it in 12 keys, that you have a manuscript paper that's 12 lines. Keep an eye out for that stuff, because a lot of the paper you find is only 10
or 8.
Yeah, or something. And it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But there's plenty of it out there with 12 lines. So for the purpose of this practice routine, it's great to have one with 12 different staves, and make sure that whatever you transcribed is no longer than one line long, and then you can just every other key, all the keys.
I think there's a few good things on the internet too for free sheet music.
Oh,
you can just print it out.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we'll post that in the comments or something.
Totally.
So what do we got next?
Write out two
Write
measures.
Write out 2 measures in 12 keys.
Oh, I wrote 2 measures, but it could mean just the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's that? That's going to take you a half hour. So write out transcribing. So let's say transcribing. This is your pattern. Pattern. It's coming from a train solo, or coming from a Sonny Stitt solo, or whatever.
What do you happen to be working on?
Write out pattern in 12 keys.
That'll take you a half hour.
Yeah, it will, and it hurts.
It does, but it's really good for you.
Sorry, no, it's not.
Don't do that. You should do that. Okay, so it's going to take you a half hour to write out this thing in 12 keys.
Yeah.
And then you got to learn it, right?
Then you do.
You got to practice that thing.
But to hang on writing this stuff out for a little bit longer is, this is a great opportunity to, while you're doing this, while you're writing it out in 12 keys, to practice your penmanship.
Yes.
Practice making sure, getting your note heads either in nice, clean in the space, or clean right on the right, in the middle of that line. Getting your stems, not too short, not too long, and everything that entails, practicing writing music.
Sure. And you can put that in front of another player and see how that translates.
Which is the ultimate test.
Right.
Yeah, but of your penmanship, can another player read it right down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should do some more videos on notation.
Yeah, totally.
In any case, write them out.
Yeah.
And play them.
That's 30 minutes.
Did you write that?
Well, the last one?
Yeah, so the last one is, practicing that pattern for a half hour, another half hour. So you really want to try to get these under your fingers and really know what it... I know I sound like a broken record on other videos. I really say that you should really experience what each key feels like.
Yeah.
And play them slow.
Right.
Play them
and
slow.
I'm sure you've talked a bunch already about using the sustain pedal on a piano and playing a pattern in a key over different keys.
Sure.
Done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I used to love to do is over a pedal have this sheet of of all 12. There's some pattern in all 12 keys, but play it over the same pedal. Say I've got a pedal C. So I hit a few octaves of C on the piano, sustain them, play the pattern in one key, play the pattern in another key, play it. So what do all 12 keys of this pattern sound like over C?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a wonderful way of training your ear to just ask yourself how's it sound to you? What parts of the pattern sound more consonant or more dissonant over in different keys over the same note?
Mm-hmm.
And just experiencing all the different combinations of tones you can.
Should we leave it there?
Sure.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for watching, folks.
Okay.
I hope that works for you. Write us and tell us if you like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have some more. We'll have some more ideas for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me mention one other thing really quick.
Sure.
Because I don't think you said that is in the practicing the pattern. Well, your goal is at least to have spent enough time practicing the pattern in 12 keys that after a little while, you're no longer reading it.
Right.
Right. Yeah. You've memorized it, and more than memorizing it, you've memorized the intervallic relationships.
And we've talked a lot about that in other videos too.
Yeah. Totally.
The intervallic relationships between each of the notes, so you know where the pattern is going. You're not just hearing it. You understand the relationship of all the notes to each other.
It's more like the intervallic signature of the pattern,
right,
as much as the pattern, more than the pattern itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
It's good for you. You'll love it.
It's good for you.
Do that. Cheers, folks. Bye.
Good luck.